Imagine standing in front of a massive block of stone with a chisel in your hand. Your assignment is to carve the absolute infinite universe. If you want to carve a standard human hero, 2 arms and 1 head work perfectly fine. We know exactly how to draw human limits. But Hindu artists were tasked with depicting the cosmos itself. They needed to carve beings that exist everywhere, see in every direction, and perform 1,000 actions at the exact same moment. When you look at Hindu gods with multiple arms and faces, it is easy to assume you are looking at literal biology. But these extra limbs are never meant to be physical reality. Instead, they form a highly disciplined visual code. Artists developed this system specifically to show vast, overlapping cosmic power, things that ordinary human anatomy simply cannot communicate. The first rule of this visual code is straightforward. Arms represent action. Multiple hands expand the deity's ability to act in the world. In this diagram of a preserving deity, the 4 arms represent a balanced set of cosmic duties happening simultaneously. The upper hands hold symbols of cosmic power and protection. Meanwhile, the lower hands are directed toward Earth, offering human purity and grace. In this centuries-old stone carving of Vishnu, we see this exact system at work. The objects in his hands tell us what he is doing, but the number of arms changes depending on the situation. When a deity shifts from preserving peace to fighting a battle of cosmic consequence, their visual form scales up dramatically. Look at the warrior goddess Durga in this ancient stone relief. She is the ultimate example of this combat multiplicity in action. According to the mythology, the gods combined all of their unique energies to create her, each handing her their signature weapon. Her many arms physically show her wielding the gathered powers of the entire heavens at once. The body itself becomes a grammar of simultaneous action. Every single hand is performing a conceptual verb, whether that is fighting, blessing, protecting, or creating. While arms dictate action, the second half of the visual code relies on heads and faces. These reveal a deity's range of awareness and their complex character. The creator god Brahma shows how this works geographically. His 4 faces physically demonstrate this. His creative energy and sacred knowledge radiate outward, covering the north, south, east, and west simultaneously. For Shiva, however, multiple faces show the different sides of his inner nature. Notice how the faces in this monumental carving are arranged. The faces flanking the center express entirely distinct temperaments, such as the peaceful calm of creation on one side and fierce destruction on the other. They map out different moods orbiting a central identity. If multiple arms show what the divine does, multiple heads show what the divine is. They capture a totality of character that a single human face could never contain. All of this artistic theory serves a very practical, living purpose for the people standing in front of these statues. In temple worship, there is a central practice called darshan. It is the act of seeing the divine and feeling that the divine is looking directly back at you. In a ritual space, these complex forms bridge a massive gap. They allow worshippers to encounter vast, terrifying cosmic power in a tangible form they can safely approach and understand. This visual language is rooted in ancient scriptural texts that act as a blueprint for every detail. These manuals instructed image makers on the exact number of arms, weapons, and faces required, so a deity's power would be universally recognized. Because the rules were so stable, this system remained legible for centuries. It traveled seamlessly from ancient stone temple walls to the printed lithographs hanging in modern living rooms. This ancient artistic tradition refuses to shrink the universe down to human scale. Instead, it scales up the language of art, translating the overwhelming absolute into a form we can finally comprehend.